Hey light people! Alright, we've got the Klarus G20L 3000 lumen dual switch rechargeable searchlight. What you get with this is you get the light, you get a 5000 milliamp hour 26650 battery. You get a charging cable because this light is USB rechargeable. You get one extra O-ring and a wrist lanyard, and that's everything that comes in the box. Let's get in. Alright, the G20L, it has several modes with it. It's got low, medium, high, turbo, and 2 strobe modes, or a strobe and a SOS mode. Alright, the G20L. It's a good size light for in your hand. It's easy to carry. Wish it came with a holster. It is a little bit too big to put in your pocket just because the head's so big on it. But I mean, it's an overall pretty good looking light. It's got a nice design to it, nice feel to it. It comes apart in the middle here to change the battery if you needed to, but it is USB rechargeable, so you don't really need to change the battery. But it's got a deep head in it. It's not a smooth reflector. It's just a well machined light. The rubber gasket that goes on the hole is deep. It's not gonna fail easily, I don't believe. It's got 2 switches, a tail switch and a side switch. It does have a power indicator, so when you turn it on, that stays on for a few seconds. It's going to let you know how much power you got left. It changes to it's green, orange, and red, so there's 3 different colors, and then I believe red flashes when it gets so low. It's just nice. Alright, so let's get into how this thing operates. Well, let's get into charging. It just plugs up to a standard micro USB cable, and it does have a power indicator, so when it's plugged up it's red while it's charging. It turns green when it's fully charged. Plug that bad boy up. Alright, so the user interface. This does have a lockout on it, so if you hold both switches, it'll flash, and that indicates that it's off. So now if I push the button, it'll flash 3 times and let me know that it's locked out. And the great thing about this, I like the unlock. Most of the unlocks you have to hold buttons down, but this one you just triple click and it'll flash letting you know it's unlocked, and then you click again and it turns on. So I really like that. We can lock it out. It's locked out. See, I push it, it's locked out. But if I triple click, I already did that one. Now I'm going to do this one. It flashes, let me know it's unlocked, and then it comes on. Love it. Easiest unlock, which is great on a searching light because you don't always need that. But you can throw this thing in your backpack or your bag or your trunk or wherever, and then when you need it, you just triple click that thing, and it just turns right on for you. Alright, so the tail switch always comes on. There's 2 ways to operate the tail switch. So if you just tap it, the light comes on, lowest mode, 15 lumens. If you click it again, it goes into 160 lumens, and then it goes to 650, and then to 3000. Alright, you have to hold that to turn it off. If you just push it again, it goes back down to the modes. So both of these switches, you have to hold them to turn them off. Alright, from off, if you want turbo, you can hold it down. And it's constant pressure turbo, which means I have to hold the button. So now it's on turbo, it's 3000. If I let go of the button, the thing turns off. Same with the side switch. Hold the switch from off, I get turbo. When I let it go, turns off. So I don't really care for that. I want to push a button and get turbo and it stay on turbo. So what you can do with this light is the side switch has a memory. So what you can do is when you turn it on with the side switch, it's in turbo now, but it will go through all of the modes, I want it in turbo, and when I hold the side switch and turn it off from the side switch, it will remember that. So the back switch is always in the lowest when you turn it on, unless you hold it down. But just to tap it, you get the lowest. Your side switch, when you tap it to turn it on, gets you the last mode that it was used, which means whatever you had it in when you held down the button to turn it off. So I always leave that in turbo. So for me, now I have the click it once, the lowest setting. Oh, it's not bright enough. Click it one more time, it goes up. And you can go so on and so forth till you get to the highest level. Or I can use the side switch, which I keep in turbo, and when I click that, it's automatically turbo and it stays on. I don't have to hold the switch. And then to keep it that way, I turn it from the side switch off, and it will remember that. So for this light, the way I keep it set up is the lowest. I tap it once, that goes in the lowest. I tap this one once, it goes in the highest. So that's something I like, is to have the two options. If it has two switches, you ought to be able to turn it on in two different modes. There is a strobe mode. So anytime you turn it on, if you double click, you get strobe. Double click again, you get SOS. It's the same for both switches. You click it once more, it goes out of that. Alright, so let's see. There is a switch issue with this light. So if we look closely at our switch here, the design is not smooth. You can see some raised areas right there around the switch. And if you look carefully, my switch is stuck. See it? It's stuck. And you can do it by mistake in every direction, everywhere that little bezel is made. I don't like this. Right? The switch is stuck. See it? So, that's something I don't like about this light. The switch gets stuck. Yeah? Stuck. And the light will just stay on and stay in turbo. I don't know if there's any repercussions from putting that on and not knowing you have it on, but I know that if you have it stuck and you go to change the mode, when you click it, look, it's stuck in the other direction now. So you got to be careful with that one. For once you get used to it, it's easy to just click it. But if you catch it off to the side just a little bit, see, it's stuck right now. It goes right into turbo mode. And as you remember, when you hold down on this one or you hold down on that one, you get turbo. So if I turn the light on the lowest mode and then I got to click it to put it in one of the other modes, but see, it's being held down, so it automatically goes to turbo. So let's say I was in the highest mode and I wanted to go to the lowest one, but then I click that, it's just gonna go into turbo mode. So that's something I don't like about this light, but it just seems to me like a design flaw. Like they just need to change the bezel that they have around here, and that would fix that problem. It's just because the way it's designed, that little lip right there gets caught. It'll get caught all the way around. But other than that, I really like this light as a floodlight. It has a great beam and covers a lot of distance. Well, let's take it outside. Alright, we're outside. There's your 15 lumens, which is plenty and is great for if you're walking around at night, gotta walk a dog, whatever. It wouldn't be good for identifying if somebody near you is a friend or an enemy. That's 15 lumens. Next step up is 160 lumens. That's bright enough to do just about anything you need to do. You can see if somebody's near you. You can see if there's an animal trying to get you. It's bright enough to do anything you need to do. See, it's lighting up a garage there. Then the next one is 650. That's pretty good. That's bright enough to, I mean, that's brighter than what you would need in most situations. And then you got your 3000. And that just lights up everything. I mean, everything, it's a floodlight. You flooded the area now. I mean, now everything is flooded. And it's got some distance on it. And so just for reference, that is your that is the G20L. Alright. And I'm going to do the M2R Warrior with it. So there is 1,500 lumens. 3,000. 1,500. I mean, it's there, it's bright, it's plenty for what you need, but it doesn't go as big in an area. Look at that possum. You see that guy? Floodlight, perfect. So there it is, the Klarus G20L. Well, I appreciate you guys watching this video. If you got any more questions about this light, feel free to comment me. I'll be happy to review or look at or test anything you need me to. Like I said, it's a great light, great design. It has a good feel. Wish it came with a holster. Wish this button didn't stick. I know they didn't mean it to be that way. Seems like just a flaw in the design that they said, oh, we can live with that. So, there it is. Anyway, guys, appreciate you watching my videos. Hit that subscribe button, hit that alarm button so you see when I post new videos. And I appreciate it. There isn't much to this. It's just a 26650 3000 lumen searchlight. I mean, you need something to search with, this one's good. Appreciate it, guys.